Okay, so this is Stephen Key. We're doing our final project for CSC 5554, and I'm here with sample user 2 from our group, and we are going to go over the App Assist project, research project. So if you could go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a 58-year-old female. I have been using my iPad for about a year and a half. Really love it, enjoy it, and always looking for something new to make it a better experience.
Okay. All right. And so you're familiar with all the general operation of an iOS device, moving your apps around, creating folders, that kind of stuff, launching apps, and navigating between them, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through a set of slides. There's 10 of them in total. Just for you to take a look at an idea we had for a program called App Assist that its goal is to make organizing your apps and keeping your iOS device clean and understandable over time and make everything a little more efficient. How you can use it. So um, what we'll do is we'll just have you go through the slides, and I'll be here to answer your questions and to talk you through what any of the slides mean if you were unclear. So just whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. So basically, this is just the normal screen I use. Title bar, the apps, the folders, the systems trays, the pages. And this is the way I do it now, where I just put my finger on the app and it starts to shake, right?
Yes, that white arrow represents you doing it.
Okay. Okay, so my apps do the little shaking thing and I get the X on all of them. Okay, do I need to touch the App Assist?
We'll go into that icon and what it does a little bit later on in the slides. For right now, it's going to show you a couple other features of App Assist, but we will get to that.
Okay. So right now I just get my apps to where I can edit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I don't have to do them one at a time anymore. I can highlight more than one by just dragging over them.
Right.
Okay. I like that. That saves a lot of time. Okay. So then it highlights what I've selected. By putting the lines around it and shading it. Okay. That's simple. That would be good. I understand that. Okay, but then once it's highlighted, I can still move it. I can include more stuff, or I can move it off stuff if I change my mind by using the handlebars.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so on the previous screen though, it showed that I had dragged over a folder. Now here it's eliminated that folder.
Yes, and that's a convention of iOS. They do not allow folders to be nested within other folders. So when selecting apps to move or to embed in other folders, it will wrap around the folder to not include it in the group, so that because it doesn't allow for nesting.
Oh, Oh, right. Okay. I understand that. That makes sense. So then it shows my folder with all the apps inside of it.
That's right.
Okay. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so if I drag over to the edge of the screen, it will flip to the next page. Cool.
Similar to how it does today with a single app.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. So I can drag it to a specific page number and it will automatically go to that page.
Right.
Oh, cool. That's good. I like that. But if I drag it to the end of the page, it stays on that page. If I try to drag it off the bottom.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay, now what is this?
This is when you actually hit the icon at the top we were talking about earlier.
Okay. So most used, the name of the app, the times I've used it. Okay. Total apps. Paid apps, free apps. Oh, okay. Capacity. Now the capacity, that would really, I really like that and how much I've used because I'm constantly worrying that I've downloaded too much stuff and am I going to have room and everything. So I like that. I don't know if I would really use the most used and least used so much because I don't have that many apps. Maybe if I had a lot more apps on my device, maybe I would use that more. But now the capacity and used, I really like that. And it gives me suggestions to the App Store. Well, now I'm in the App Store all the time because that's every time I turn on my iPad, I'm going to the App Store and I'm flipping through all the apps and everything. So I don't really know if I need that to still be here. That's sort of overkill, maybe. Of course, maybe for users that aren't like me that stay in the App Store half the time. Okay. All right. Now explain this to me.
What is going on here is that when you get this Genius link, it makes a suggestion on how it could try and better optimize your iPad to make the arrangement of the apps more efficient. Makes everything quicker and easier. It's like a cleanup operation that you sometimes see on your desktop. It's similar to that kind of idea. So it shows you a preview, it shows you a picture of your device with how it could look if you hit save, and then gives you a breakdown of what the pages and state were before the change and what they would be after the change.
Oh, well, that's good. I like that. I would probably use it more just to play with it than anything else, just to go and see how would it arrange it. Let me try again. Let's do the next one and the next one just to sort of play with it and scramble up all my icons and see what it would want to do with them and stuff. I can see myself if I get bored going there and play with this and stuff. As far as using it to actually make me more efficient or anything like that, I don't know if I would because mostly when I'm using my iPad, I'm doing it for fun. I just want something just simple, easy, neat, just playing. But now I could see myself just playing with this and stuff. But would I buy it? I don't know if I would buy it.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's all the slides. If you just kind of take a moment and think back over everything you saw and sort of the background of iOS and what we're trying to accomplish here, and if you have any kind of just summary thoughts about your impressions of this, just go ahead and let's take a minute to talk about that and let me know. Is this something that you really think would be a viable?
Well, I do see what you're trying to do, and I think it's good application to do that. Whether I would use it or not, like I say, I play on my iPad. So it might not would be something that I feel like I would spend my money on to do. Now, if I was a person that I worked on my iPad, I did productive things on my iPad that pertain to my work and that type of thing. Now, I could see this being very necessary, and I think those people would use this. But now, whether I would go out there and buy it, I probably wouldn't. Now, if it was offered free, I would probably download it and just to play with it and stuff. But now I do like the part where you can move a lot of different stuff at one time to put in folders and stuff, because it does get cumbersome having to move them one at a time.
Well,
If this is just a little bit too much work for me, this is too much like work. But like I say, if I was using it for work, it'd be different. But since I just use it to play, it might not be something I would spend all that much time with.
sample user number 2, I appreciate your time and doing this with us and helping me out with this research project, and I appreciate your feedback.
Thank you.